Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vago Muradian here in San Diego for the homecoming of USS America. Absolutely unique ship, the newest amphibious assault ship in the United States Navy, coming back from her first deployment, 7 months in the Western Pacific, in the Mediterranean, off the coast of Africa, with operations in Syria and points in between, including a lot of engagement. And we have with us the commander of 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Colonel J.R. Clearfield. Sir, welcome home. Great to see you.
Great to see you, Vago. I just want to say this is a big thrill for me. I've been watching you for many, many years. So.
I appreciate that very, very much, sir. And I've been a fan of the Marine Corps for a long time and a fan of this ship design, and watched it with great interest. But let me ask you about the deployment. 7 months, very challenging, 3 ships, Pearl Harbor and San Diego were in your formation as well. Talk to us a little bit about what you think the major achievements of this deployment are, and what this ship brings to the Marine Corps. You know, she's different, but she brings a different capability set. Talk to us a little bit about the achievements in the deployment, but also what America brought to the party.
The only 2 continents that we didn't service, I think, were South America and Antarctica, right? Other than that, we did either an exercise or a real-world operation. 4 different combatant commands, 4 different fleets, and everywhere we act, we were either doing operations or exercises, and in almost every one, we did both. We did some operational. We did some operations, I would say, that capitalized on the uniqueness of the LHA-6 in this first-in-class. So increased hangar bay, helped us with aircraft maintenance, and then likewise it's got increased aviation fuel capacity. So we were able to loiter longer and conduct operations longer without needing resupply, and I think we were able to prove that this ship has some pretty impressive capabilities that could be capitalized upon in the future. So we're extremely proud about that. You know, I think we did some strategic engagement. America's got strategic partners everywhere. We're going to fly and sail wherever it's legally allowed to operate per the rule of law, and we did that, and we proved that. We were able to get Marines off the ships and in ashore where they performed jobs in their specialties, and they all had a great experience. I think they've come back better warfighters, better warriors, really proud of themselves, happy for their experiences. And, you know, as we kind of say, we had a really good turn out there. We're really proud of ourselves, and we're super happy to be back here with our loved ones.
You guys did operations in Syria and off of Yemen. Talk to us a little bit about the capabilities you guys bring to bear that can do that range when you leave pierside, that you can, you know, put troops and air power where you need it. Talk to a little bit about, you know, the ARG-MEU concept and how valuable that is as a warfighting tool. Yeah,
so Vago, I think this ARG-MEU team is the most capable combat formation in every AOR that we visited. So there are certainly heavy assets that other services and other commands bring to bear, but as far as our ability to contribute to every phase of some sort of campaign or an operation or strategic plan, whether it's engagement like air shows where we can pull the ship in and hold the reception, all the way up to precision strike against ISIS in Iraq or ISIS in other countries, we're capable of doing it all. We can do it from the sea, which means that we can maneuver at a time and place of our choosing, and we're incredibly capable combat formation.
Let me ask you a little bit about the challenges of the ship. I mean, every MEU has to contend with what to leave behind, what to take. It's as much art as it is science, and a tremendous amount of experience that goes into it. But these ships are different. You've traded off the well deck. I'm not going to ask you, it's kind of a simple ship-to-shore connector, but talk to us about the more complex way you need to think about what you need for a long deployment when you don't have that well deck, you don't have some of the vehicle storage. How does that change the equation as a MEU commander for you in terms of, you know, how you do that loadout?
Yeah, you know, Vago, I think the only thing that we did that might have been any different was, as you said, we made some decisions early about what we would have prepared to deploy in case we needed it, vice what we actually had in our well decks and in our vehicle storage. So we made that decision. We worked through the Marine Corps chain of command and the Marine Expeditionary Force. They socialized with other commands and basically released, got approval for us to release with certain assets on prepared to deploy. So we didn't provide any combatant commander or fleet commander with anything less Ours just wasn't necessarily in a well deck, preloaded, and ready to come off. It was going to take a little bit of time to get there. But what we did bring was a little bit more of some other assets, and I think we got the trade-off right. We ended up using those assets a lot more frequently and didn't actually ever need to call anything forward.
And let me ask you one last question, because I know you want to get over, you want to wrap up here and get over to your family after 7 months underway. Talk to us a little bit about what you're doing to get ready for the F-35. F-35 is deployed by the Marine Corps, fully operational. There's a detachment, obviously, in Japan and Iwakuni. WASP is being refitted. Macon Island and this ship are going to be sort of the aviation support ships, the unicorns of the fleet to a degree at this point. Talk to us a little bit about what you did on this deployment to sort of think through and get ready for this new airplane that's going to have a tremendous leap ahead in capability.
Well, as far as F-35 into operations, I don't know that we really informed it all that much. What we did get a sense of was how long the America could operate on her own without need for resupply. I think we validated that. It's a very, very capable ship, and when you combine that new 5th generation fighter with this first-in-class ship, I think you're really going to have something special.
Sir, thanks very much. Welcome home, and look forward to staying in touch and hopefully seeing you out there in the fleet.
Me too, Vago. Thanks. Big fan.